discuss it, we will discuss it for you. But don't cry about the backlash. Because that's what happened today. And that's what always happens after midnight court. Somebody cries, somebody feels bad, and then apologies have to be issued, and all of a sudden they try to run and hide and scurry. You're going to, it's going to happen. All right, Press Fresh, it's just going to happen. So I think the best thing to do, sir, is to, or ma'am, whoever you are, just, because this guy's going down and he's mentioning everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Okay? So, I'm just saying.
At 6:12 a.m. today, Loyalty Reloaded put out a message to his agency saying, I don't know if you guys have heard, but he was talking about the midnight court where he took a bad ass whooping and then turned face on everybody that was involved in them. Which the common idiot does that all the time. When he goes down, he takes everybody with him. He told his agency chat, I don't know if you guys heard, but basically said, I'm gonna be going away. He didn't get into stipulation, but he said if you want to remain in my agency, you're more than welcome to. But if you want to leave, I understand. So when you say that in vague term like that, that means the agency already pretty much had an awareness. That's not speculation. That's a fact. Okay? So he's giving the agency, letting them know, hey, the time has come where they figured it out. So he basically let them know, and Kool Aid Nation actually has the receipt, which we'll get to. You know what I mean? So you guys can see all this stuff. But the thing we're going to focus on is the conversation between Sybil, because this is no longer about loyalty. This is about Sybil. This is about Sybil, because Sybil is the second most guiltiest party in this whole situation. So, the dialogue between Sybil and Channy, where she finally got a conscience, supposedly, but really it was out of jealousy, where she tried to hit this other girl yo, fuck him. Since I can't fuck with him, you can't either. Look what he's done. But it's knowledge that she's known for almost 2 years. You know what I mean? A year. She knew this for a whole year. You know what I mean? So, you guys we're about to get into those receipts. I don't know if Cool wants to add any narrative to this, but once we get into the receipts, you guys will see the whole breakdown and see how fucked up this girl's mind really is. But she's also an agency owner, like I said. And if you guys are in her agency, God bless your souls. I hope you guys can find a much better suited agency for yourselves.
Big facts. And to add on that, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, right? When I find out about the situation, I had no idea. So when James brought that over to the panel, and also I did not know what, honestly, the impact was gonna be on that shit. I had no idea. So I was like, okay, we'll do midnight court. And then when I started seeing the receipts, I was like, I knew we had something. I was like, oh shit, are you kidding me? And then I started looking at the names of the people. What the hell is this guy box 8? I started looking at the names of the people, the numbers of these people, the impact these people had on the app. I'm not gonna lie to you, I couldn't pass that shit up. Not just for that, but also just for as a human being, as a man, as a father. And I started realizing, so if this one guy is linked to all these people, right? And all these people have known about this situation, that means to tell me that there is a ring. And shall I say a pedophile, a sexual, weird type of ring going on this app. Because quite frankly, there's no fucking possible way that this shit went on for that long without, block that box, hold on. That shit went on that long without protection happening. That means there's been hush money being paid, okay? There's favors that are being made, right? People have their own advantages. All types of crazy shit's happening. So, to be honest with you, that's one of the reasons why that shit happened last night, the way it happened last night. And I knew I wasn't going to be nice to you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I knew that these people were full of shit, and they wouldn't get what they had to get. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. Correct. Yeah, what Taylor Favor said in there, anything said on this live is for entertainment purposes only. Ion sells FS or dope or give quota. I'm not sure what that part means at the end. It is for entertainment, but it's also for education and awareness. And quite frankly, I don't care who I offend. I've never cared who I offended. That's just my First Amendment right. And I think people need to start speaking up about this bullshit, right? And the way Famous explained it, he mentioned that TaylorMade, not TaylorMade, what's that girl's name? Sybil? Sybil's the second guiltiest party. I am going to probably challenge that and say that she is the number one guilty party. Because yes, what's the gentleman's name? Yes, he did what he did, right? Yes, he went to prison for it, right? But truth be told, the people that took advantage of that knowledge, the people that decided to, and I'm going to say this, blackmail this man. We're actually going to play a little clip later on on the panel of her coming up here with the full bravado, saying, yes, I blackmailed him, okay? You could tell she was waiting for this moment. Are there any photos of them? Cool, absolutely, we got all types of pictures, okay? She was waiting for this moment. This was something that she couldn't help but speak her truth, okay? What's up, Lindsay? She couldn't help but speak her truth. She's been planning this thing all along. And she had it in her mind, she planned it, but she did not know exactly how it was going to come out. And she definitely did not know that I was going to hold her foot to the fire. So when she sent these messages talking about, oh my God, you let them jump me, you let them attack me, you let them drag me, I used your words against you. Every single last one of them that came on the panel last night, they left with their tails tucked between their goddamn ass cheeks. All right? It is what it is. All right? And at the end of the day, when I take a look at these people get intimidated by them. I don't. Simply put, they're not doing anything special that none of us can do. So when you come on an app like this, right, you're a new host, you join a family, you join an agency, right? There's no transparency going on. Let's say you're a young girl, right? And you come on the app and all these types of things get promised to you. Next thing you know, you're wrapped up with some weirdo predator creepy ass dude, okay? So let's say you're a young gay man, right? And I can't wait to talk about what goes on in the gay side of Beagle, to be honest with you. Because I know there's some crazy shit going on over there too. People get extorted, they get blackmailed, okay? They get close to you to get your personal information only to extort you. That is what happened. In that situation, apparently he fell in love with this girl, okay? All right? Because here's the truth. After that conversation happened, I personally reached out to this guy. And I had a full-on conversation about him, about the agency, about the details of what's going on. And even him himself, he said, you know what? Even with everything that happened last night, you were actually fair to me. And I want to make sure people understand that. Even with the stuff that he did, he got convicted of, I was fair to him because I wanted to make sure he got out his truth. Now, what he explained to me was the reason why he wasn't up here as much is because he was crying, he was hyperventilating, his life is flashing in front of his eyes. And the crazy thing about it, this man has, it's called 3 to life parole or something like that in Illinois, which means if he gets in trouble, he could be facing life. So I totally understood as to why he left the panel. Because when me and Famous called him, he was pretty much, what's up, Scott? He was pretty much crying. You could clearly tell this man was distraught. You know, you can clearly tell that it's like his life is flashing in front of him. Right? But if he has to go down, okay? Right? Okay? Give me 1 second. He said, please don't message me any stupid shit in the comments. I truly don't give a fuck. If I said it, if I said I don't remember it, I guess I was roasting you. That's just what happens. What ended up happening is simple, right? If he's going to go down, if we're going to hold him accountable, right? Mr. Sean from Loyalty Reloaded, that's the name, I think, right? Something like that. If we're going to hold him accountable, then we need to hold accountable the enablers, the people that benefited, okay? the people that stalked this man, all right? Okay? All these motherfuckers. So at the end of the day, we need to expose them. And this is what the part 2 is about. And I don't give a shit what they say on this app. Oh, it's for clout. It's for this, it's for that. God damn it. Messaging me is annoying. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody comes on this app for one thing and one thing only. Right? Either have an impact, make your beans, or do what you gotta do. Right? That's just what it is. But understand it's very simple. Not everybody has the same fucking talent. Okay? That is what it is. Right? So tonight, to answer your shadow, we're going to bring up the court. What are the names again, Famous? Let me make sure I get the names correct. Let me go on my website. The names of the perpetrators that enable this shit. The names of the perpetrators that enable this shit. They will be Ms. Jess, who else? Of the Marathon Agency, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Sybil. Jamie Rod. Texas Maid. Queen A-Dub. These are people that Queen Petty. So we're gonna start putting their pictures out there, and we're gonna start talking about them because I need them to explain to me and everybody else why on earth, okay, why on earth, you guys sat there, okay, and talk shit, right? So it is what it is. So we're gonna start right now. At what time did you have that conversation with Sybil, Famous?
When I was actually messaging him, you remember around the time, right? It was like around 6 o'clock when we started. No, it was like around 7 o'clock when we started messaging him. He was actually going back and forth with Sybil at that time. Like, because he was already hitting her up. I also have those screenshots where he hit her up saying, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Let everybody know." And she went ahead and went on her little tangent. "No, I fucking told you this was gonna happen." So like, this was stuff that was brewing. It's just that the money wasn't enough for her. Like, she didn't care about the money. She really wanted him. She didn't give a fuck about the money. That was just keeping her quiet momentarily. But at the end of the day, she just wanted to fuck the dude again. She was really in love.
So she was in love, and she was willing to let everything be bygone and bygone, right? All the bygones be bygone, correct? So it wasn't about justice for her. Oh. Yeah, I was talking to you. I'm saying she was in love, so it doesn't matter what he did. Welcome, Midnight. Thank you. So thank you, Beauty. So it doesn't matter what he did.
No, she didn't give a fuck about what he did. She just wanted her man back.
Right.
And she doesn't have any children, by the way, so that adds to the fucking insult. So as long as she don't have kids, she don't give a fuck about nobody else's. That's what it is.
Yeah. You know what I find to be amazing is that people only think about their humanity, right? What's up, OP? So a woman like that. Now I have a question, real quick. We got her full name. We got everything on this woman, by the way, because he sent everything over to us. A woman like that. Once this thing is released, right? Once we have the YouTube and everything released, should her employer know? Should her family members know? Should the neighborhood? Should the local police maybe know about what the fuck is going on? Because when you tell somebody that you're blackmailing them, all right, so when you tell somebody that you're blackmailing them, okay, and you're holding on to whatever that he did, that is a federal crime. And I find it amazing that she wrote that message to you talking about how you let other people drag her or whatever, but her behavior was horrible. This is what she came up with. She was one of the main ones pushing to expose this man simply because she was in love with the dude. Okay, she didn't get what she wanted. She didn't care about children then. She damn sure didn't care about his charges then. Plus, he was giving her money, buying her fucking stuff from Amazon. So she truly didn't give a fuck. You see what I'm saying? So I would like to be able to have a conversation with any one of those people that have the balls. So they make this announcement. Sybil, right? Texas, whatever your name was. J-Rod, A-Dub, Miss Jess, if you guys do have the balls to come up here and speak your truth, it's an open panel. It's early for us. So, you know what I mean? It's an open panel. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we already saw what happened with him last night. So here's the impact of Midnight Court. Last night, after that shit happened, guess what? Today, there's no more agency. Right? Today, he makes the announcement. So we already see what's happening with them. Okay? We already know what time it is. But now the problem is the other people that enable that shit, those that hide in the shadows, those that rather boycott and conspire and scheme, those that are in the window, those motherfuckers need to come forward. Now, does anybody have any relations with any of these top agencies or whoever the hell they are? Bring them forward. Miss Quinn, were you able to talk to her? I don't know that girl, so I want to make sure she knows. I will be fair to her.
I messaged J-Rod. She hasn't gotten back to me, but I do believe she still is an agency owner. I'm almost positive she is. I'm gonna keep
agency
messaging
owner
her.
What?
On Bigo, she has an agency on Bigo.
Yeah. How does
She hasn't gotten back to me. I'll keep reaching out to her and let you know as soon as she.
Okay.
I mean, the only other thing I could think of is to possibly try and get in contact with somebody that is a little bit closer with her than I am, which I could try to do.
Right. Awesome. That'd be awesome. Because it's important for me to hear exactly what these people have to say in terms of the behavior, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, exactly what these people do. Okay? Taylor Made said, your voice is turning me on for real. I have a girlfriend, Taylor Made. You know what I'm saying? But why you don't... First of all, okay, my voice is turning you on, but you don't even follow me? That's crazy, right? What kind of... What we got going on here? You know what I mean? They should follow you more. You know what I'm saying? Now you do. Actually, you know, well, Aldo, I think you kicked me. That's weird. Famous, do you have any way of getting in contact with some of these people? Because we could talk all night long and show a picture. I want to interview one of these people, man. I would love to interview them. Let's bring one of them up here.
Well, I can tell you right now, bro, the guilty parties are not going to come forward just like every other guilty party. You know what I mean? They're not going to come forward. You know? Especially on a situation like this, one party, there was a fucking baby fucking, you know what I mean? They're not going to do that.
What's the name of the Texas guy that came up here that was all full of bravado that he got his ass chewed up? What was his name?
The one that told on himself? Texas Maine.
Yep, that guy. Texas Maine, that's him? Taylor Maine, if you know him, bring him up in here. Bring him up here. Let him know I'll give him a gun or I'll take everybody's gun away. Tap your bags, please.
Okay, we're not going to be giving them guns. We're not going to give them guns. We could just take mods away.
Okay, can definitely do that.
I'm going to give the whole panel.
That's true. Okay, everybody don't agree with. Because I like to be able to talk to some of these people, especially the ladies, man. Like for real. How do you guys do that shit? Anything, Quinn?
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. Give me a few minutes.
Okay, let's do that. Let's make it happen. Make it happen. You know, one thing that was interesting to me last night, and I know this one's going to be very unpopular. Okay? I have to say that this man, he did not lie about anything. Well, he tried to cover up some stuff about the police and how they arrested him. But let me ask you a question, guys. Do you guys believe that somebody could be rehabilitated no matter what the crime is?
I don't think pedophiles can be rehabilitated.
Yeah, me neither.
No, they can't.
No,
that's like telling me I can be rehabilitated to not like men anymore. You can't control what it is that you're sexually attracted to. Like that's something that happens in your body that you can't fucking control. So how do you control that? You can't be rehabilitated to that. They get turned on by that.
Wait, hold on, wait a minute, hold on, wait. Can I say this without, while you're famous on pause, can I say this without nobody taking offense to it, right? Being attracted to a man or a woman as an adult and being attracted to a child as an adult, there is no comparison.
No, I'm just talking about the attraction. I'm talking about attraction itself, like sexual attraction, right? So whatever you're sexually attracted to, you can't control that, right?
Give me 1 second, man.
You know what you're attracted to.
Hold on, y'all. Amanda, do you speak English? Because I know Ken K speaks English. Do you speak English, Amanda? Yes or no? Okay. All right. Let me help you real quick. Beat it. There you go. Rambo!
So you understand what I'm saying?
But K said, yes, you can, and I'm serious. I'm on the fence. Okay, so before we get to that question, let me verify something real quick here. Number one. Man, why people do this type of shit, man?
Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah. Okay, are you here to troll or what, bro? I'm just really in the mood for this shit. Yes or no?
I just fucking entered the panel, bro. I'm not trolling nobody.
What you just said to me?
I said I just entered the fucking panel. I'm not trolling nobody, bitch.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
Don't kick him. Don't kick him. Don't kick him. No. We're not gonna kick you. We're gonna kick you. Why do you have to be so rude, man?
Because you questioning me like fucking BI or some shit, nigga. Continue on with the fuck that you were saying.
Go suck your mother's blood clot. There you go. Beat it. Yeah, I'm not gonna kick you my ass the fuck out of here. So, the situation from last night, right? Let's analyze what really happened, though. Did the man touch children? No. And I'm playing devil's advocate because I want to see what people have to say here. Did he participate? Okay, so is he a pedophile? That's the question.
I don't think he's a pedophile. I think he's just fucking like grimy, and he doesn't give a fuck for what he sells, whether it's kids, whether it doesn't even matter. Like he could fucking sell bestiality. He's making money. Like it seems like he's just money focused. That's what he's about. I don't know if he's a pedophile per se.
Okay.
You know, some people could just do anything. Like it doesn't matter, even if it's against like their morals. They could just do it if they're making money off of it. There's just that mentality.
Rainbow, you gotta mute yourself, Rainbow. Mox, now you gotta mute yourself.
I'm sorry.
So, yeah, please mute yourself. Now, anybody should only be money driven. It's a business. Candy, we had a crazy night last night. So, okay, go ahead, King Kid. I want to hear your rebuttal to this.
Okay, how you doing, everybody? The reason why I said that a person can be rehabilitated, my friend, she's a psychiatrist here in Atlanta, and basically, the only way you're not able to be if you're around what ticks you. Say, for example, if you went to jail and you were a raper or something like that, when you go to those groups, you know, those group sessions and everything, and they helping you overcome that, they let you know that you're not allowed to be around, you know, what's going to trigger that. So as long as you're not around that, you can be rehabilitated. But if you are around what's going to tick it off, then you're going to go right back to square one. And same thing like with an alcoholic. If you're around people that drink, you're going to end up drinking again. So if this person, you know, with the kids, he's going to have to not be around that, because when I looked at the paperwork, it said that he was charged with like child pornography or something when the kid was 2.
Right.
So it's kind of scary, because when you guys said on the app that it's 14-year-olds and stuff like that that's on his app, that's putting him in a position to where he could be triggered again, because he's not supposed to be around little kids, because he's actually registered as a child sex offender. So it's a lot of stipulations when it comes to that. Like, you can't be around things that's going to trigger your sickness.
Oh, sure. Thank you for
use that word. I'm going to use that word. Your sickness.
Thank you. So, All right, thank you, Mama. So my thing is this. All right,
Is that
go
really
ahead.
rehabilitation?
I wanted to say something about that when it refers to like having suffering from alcohol or narcotics or something like that, like a substance abuse or an addiction, right? Now,
Kiko.
Okay, I raise my hand. I'm gonna say this. He wasn't supposed to be on the internet. Period. Like he wasn't after he got charged or whatever. One of his stipulations was not being on the internet. He was still on Bigo, and that's why now he's in his agency chat talking about I'm leaving the app because he violated what they told him that he could not do. And people know, even though they're not supposed to be, they're on here too. Like Famous said, you don't know if you're gifting somebody that's 18 or somebody that's 12.
Absolutely. And that's what I was saying. I'm sorry. Yep, you're 100%
you good.
right.
Go ahead.
that's facts.
You're 100% right, because this is the trigger. And that's why they're saying that you can't be on the internet, because it can trigger a lot of things for you.
So if your trigger, so that's not rehabilitated then, because I went to prison for money and scamming, right? I'm around money all the time. I got I got $2,500 in my pocket right now, and I gotta go deposit in the bank tomorrow. I could easily scam people in the businesses I do. Matter of fact, one of the reasons why I went to prison was for taking deposits. Okay, they're working on to get in contact with her. Okay, perfect. If she has any character witnesses too, it's fine. Because we're going to keep talking about the subject until we get one of those people in here. But I got this, we'll be all right. So the point is, if a man is convicted of pedophilia, right, and the only stipulation is for you to not be on the internet, and I understand why, by the way, and on top of that, you're not allowed to be around children, a bunch of other stuff. Well, to test to see if you're rehabilitated, it is kind of a cruel test. It would mean that they would have to put you around the same things that triggered you, right? If you're an alcoholic, which I think you mentioned, or Esther mentioned, and you just can't see liquor in a store, so that means you're not rehabilitated. What's up, Ty?
Yeah.
That means you're not rehabilitated, bro.
Because to be rehabilitated, you should be able to be around that whatever, and it doesn't trigger you. Like, it should not be a trigger. Right? You're completely ridden of that, kind of. Like,
I have something I would like to add. I feel like that's goofy. Okay, I'm gonna start by saying that first. This is goofy. This is a sexual preference we are talking about. You cannot be rehabilitated from a.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. You cannot be rehabilitated from a sexual preference. Okay? So the triggers are all around. If that's the case, he cannot go to Golden Corral. He cannot go to the grocery store. He has to stay inside. Let's be for real. You can't. Hold on. You cannot. Nobody in the free world is away from children. That's a fact.
Yep.
Children are all around, everywhere.
You can't watch TV.
Okay? Children are all around. This is a sexual preference we're talking about here, not an addiction to chocolate in the middle of the night, sneaking the wrappers under the pillow. This is a real motherfucker who has really had videos of children. And we do not know how he obtained those videos. Let's keep that into consideration as well. You have to know that his brother himself is also a convicted pedophile.
Let me rephrase that. That's actually, hold on. I do have to update that. Hold on, I gotta update that. That's actually not his brother.
I do have to redact that story. Upon fully researching that, it's not his brother, but that's not his brother. But he also has a cousin who did it. So it's just, oh Lord, anyway.
And so that's my point. That's my point. Shit like that runs in the family. Okay, there's not just one Sylvester the molester in the family. That shit goes on and on and on.
What's up,
Someone told him they run in packs. They have societies. This is shit that is known. They have societies. Just like how he had a society on this motherfucking app. Sybil was a part of that society. And to my knowledge, she was the queen mother of the shit.
Damn.
Well, I would like to tell you, I apologize. I was only going by what my friend who does that career, she told me that.
There's nothing to apologize. That's an opinion.
I'm going to call her.
Apologize.
No, you guys making me think. You guys making me think because now I'm going to call her tomorrow and I'm going to tell her everything you guys said so I can get the clarity. Because she always say that she be rehabilitating people. She said that all the time.
No.
So I thought.
No, mine are 100% right. That's what I was trying to say before I got a call. That someone who has the pedophilia, their sexual preference. They can't just. That's like someone who prefers a woman. You know, they're not going to be like, I'm not going to think about a woman today. A lot of times they get this rush and they thought they're going to be, now they're acting on the thought. Now they got to go find someone to go fuck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the pedophile, he's thinking about children. The thought, it forms in his mind. Then it carries out. So it's like he can act on it any moment.
That's why I said if I'm sexually attracted to men, I can't be rehabilitated to not be sexually attracted to fucking men anymore. You know what I mean? Like that was something that my body controls that I can't control.
And I'm going to also add this. He said that he was the DVD and the CD man. And I'm going to tell you this, baby. I'm from the hood.
Yes.
Very DVD and CD man. I knew growing up in the hood, them niggas didn't have cable. Guess what they watched? All the movies that they motherfucking sold. So, fuck it.
And if you think about, hold on, if you also think of, put the time frame into play, right? Put the time frame into play as to when this happened and when it occurred. Back then, when you had to burn or rip a CD or DVD, you had to pull up a media player in order to do it. You understand what I'm saying? So how is it you're pulling up a media player in order to rip or burn this CD or DVD and you have no knowing of what is actually on it? Come on.
I'm going to say this, right? The crazy part about it is I was paying attention last night. He only addressed the part talking about it wasn't 2-year-olds, it was teens. Nigga, it was still children and you was a grown-ass man. Like, we not going to negate that fact that they were kids, that you was around here selling to other grown-ass men. Or grown-ass women. You was selling this shit to grown-ass people. Knowing that them kids was under the age of 18. Like, that's weird.
No, but he had no moral compass. Even when he was saying, it just said teen, whatever. That's
no, Taylor May.
He was just frigging me. He was just making it to whatever, just to sell. He never even watched it. Because that's just what he did. Like, he doesn't care whether they're teens or not. Like,
he didn't care.
He was selling DVDs. He was selling pornographic images to people. He was selling pornographic images of children. Teen kids. But the paperwork say 2-year-olds.
It's 2-year-olds, so I don't know. They're not going to
I don't give a damn if they were 12. They were still children. Like,
they're not going to put that in a report if it's not true.
Right.
They wouldn't give him 8.5 years if there wasn't a fucking 2-year-old involved. And it was like 17-year-olds.
They still, 17-year-old or not, they're still a child. They're still underage. It's still adolescent. That shit is crazy.
I think it's a 2-year-old. I think it's that 2-year-old that got him all that shit.
He basically making videos so that him and his ring of pedophiles can enjoy sharing fantasy.
Ew.
Yeah. And I think that shit
was him or
where there's one pedophile
about it and didn't give a fuck.
But here's the thing. So let me ask you guys a question.
Worse. She's fucking worse.
So if he's a pedophile, right? Which we know he's a convicted pedophile, based on the fact that he distributed child pornography. He distributed that shit, right? Yeah. So what about the people that knew about it and that blackmailed her for it and that used it for their own benefit?
They pedophiles.
They're even worse than him.
They pedophiles because
They're fucking worse.
At least he has a problem.
At least he has a problem. What the fuck?
I'm going to say this.
But they got a problem too. They got a problem too because they basically living vicariously through that person.
Hold on, did Ty get to go? Hold on. We the panel. Sorry.
No, ladies.
My bad. Because I was away from my thing. I'm on mute, Ty, and then Red, because I think they've been raising their hands. Guys, I'm not seeing the hands, so just jump in, please. Go ahead, Ty.
Oh, I didn't raise my hands.
No? Okay, I'll tell you. Go ahead, Red.
Okay, so we gonna have to pay attention, y'all, because this going on YouTube. So that's what I'm saying. When all of us talk at the same time, it's gonna sound real bad. So we gotta pay attention to the hands and stuff, right? But no, what I was about to say is, they're just she, them, whoever it is, they're just as bad, because now you're preying on an innocent child situation with this man, and you capitalizing off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, he's sick, but he realized that he has a problem. You have to have a mental imbalance, like a chemical imbalance in your head, to think that it's okay to film children, or to think that it's okay to blackmail a person, no matter what it is. Like, you have to have there's something mental wrong with you, and you need to go get that seed back. I'm just saying, I'm done. Yeah.
Now, I want to make this announcement. Let me not make this announcement. This will probably be this will be even worse than what I said last night. But I'm gonna wait till I got more proof or something. Go ahead, Kincaid and Maya. Well, Maya and Kincaid.
What I want to add really quickly was, I feel like Sybil is the worst in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this because Sybil was aware about everything the entire time. And she was aware of this shit before she put him into a position that she could use for her benefit of blackmailing him. She knew about the shit before she wrote that letter. She knew about that. She knew.
Mm-hmm.
And when shit didn't go her way, she flipped on it. Now let's just think back into when that letter was written. That letter was written in 2020. That was 2 years ago. You dealt with him a year prior to writing that letter. So you known for a total of about 3 to 3.5 years about this. But as soon as things didn't go your way, you had a problem and you wanted to play superhero, and it backfired on you. I'm sorry, but Sybil, you are worse than him, because you put him into a position to represent Bigo and to also be around minors. You are sick. And we pray that God, I don't pray or wish anything unless you deserve it. And you do not deserve anything.
You're breaking up.
You protected a predator.
Well, okay. Go ahead, Kincaid. I want to say something, but go ahead, Kincaid.
Okay, she pretty much just said what I was about to say. The lady that she's speaking about,
is it me or is everybody breaking up?
The reason why I'm saying that,
no, she's breaking up.
Am I breaking up still?
We all breaking out. I don't know what they doing to
that. They're reporting it or something like that. So that's why someone did a lottery with the hearts. If you drop hearts, it will help correct it.
Oh shit! I got shadow back.
Okay. You guys hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Let me see something here.
Okay.
Find J Max's information on here and kick the bitch. Does somebody see her here? Send me her Bigo ID. I'm just gonna go block her right away. Go ahead, Kincaid.
Okay. I think the lady who she was speaking about, she needs to lose her agency as well. And the reason why I'm going to say that is because you put this man in a position to have an agency on the app. So you, instead of her hiding it.
Okay. I'm listening.
You can hear me? Yes. Instead of her, having him just as a host, you gave him a position to where he was an agent. And then whatever happened with them, now you want to expose it. So it's like, you don't know what this man did in 3 years. We don't know if he did, a live with some young girls or even brought some young girls in his agency. Because you remember I told you guys yesterday, there's a lot of kids on the app that told me they're a host. And I don't know who they're working under, but they told me they were a host.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Sure.
The same thing kind of happened with Tay. On Tay's platform, a similar situation happened with Tay. I don't know if you guys know who Mother Tay is.
Yeah.
Tay was found. Mother Tay was found to have underage boys from the gay community in his agency, and he was found to have sexual relations with one of these said underage boys that was actually
14.
Yes. And what had happened was, of course, all the agency owners banded together, wrote a petition, took it to Bigo, and Jason Lee brought upon charges with him. And he's been fighting ever since to get back on this platform. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, he comes on the platform, but he never stays on one account for too long. There's a reason for that. So, something will be done about it to those people involved, and of course to Big Guy, whatever the fuck his name is. It's just, we have to be the ones to put a stop to it.
Right.
I'm also paying attention to the fact that, okay, so here's the thing. Why the fuck am I the one getting shadow banned for speaking the truth? You see, this is why people don't talk about it.
Because they recording your live, fool. That's why.
I know, but this is why people don't talk about this stuff, because it's like people are scared, man. People are really, really scared, like legitimately scared. If you're making 20, let's say you're making 10, 15, 20K a month on this app, people get scared because that's a decent sized chunk of income. Think about it, right? You got doctors that don't make that type of money, right?
Their whole income based off the year.
Right. So what does it say about the platform, Midnight? It says a lot about the platform. I'm not mad at the platform. I'm mad at the people that abuse this platform. Because people, it's like a television.
No, what does it say about the platform when people actually go and report it? So when he gets reported, right, Bigo admin is supposed to go in, check the live to see what's going on. And if you see, whatever, people are talking about something that's actually important, that's supposed to be spreading the word of, we need to be looking out for these people, and you actually decide to shadow ban it. Now, you're only giving energy to people that are fucking supporting like that shit. Because this is supposed to be out there. This should not be shadow banned. It should be spoken about. Right? So what does it say about the platform when you do something like that and you shadow ban a real topic that should be actually talked about and dealt with?
This live should get 20,000 views. There's no way it should be 480. This should be 20,000.
Yeah. Why are they blocking real information from coming out? And then again, why does the app allow people to be able to stop a message that could be saving children that are on here, preparing, making them aware that there are pedophiles? There's a lot of kids get on here not knowing that they're in danger. But here's somebody taking the time out. They're coming together. They're banding their understandings and their knowledge, and they're like, we're not going to stand for that shit. We're parents. We have family members. We have kids. We have fans that have kids. We're protecting the youth from pedophiles in all places.
You have to remember how Bigo works, though. At the end of the day,
they don't like things like.
You have to remember how Bigo works. You have to remember how these people work. There are alliances. There's hierarchies on this app. There's things of that nature. Plus, there's certain little things that you could do where if you've got a certain amount of people on Bigo TV that are all watching you from different IP addresses hitting that report button more than enough times, you're instantly going to get shadow banned. That's just how it is.
Right.
That is ridiculous. Now that needs to be changed.
Exactly.
There's not enough. The problem is there's not enough admins to monitor lives, and that's why.
Then they should, because if there's all these pedophiles running around here, then there should be enough fucking admins to fucking do their job.
And they monitor the wrong shit.
When you bend over and there's a little bit of cleavage, you can fucking ban me, right? There's enough
exactly. Right? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
They monitor the wrong shit. They sitting here claim that they're in every room watching, but yet still you have certain rooms where these type of things take place, Why didn't they stop that? Why aren't they doing their job? And here it is that they got their fake agents or their people impersonating bots or whatever coming in reporting, calling themselves open, but they're stopping them from taking that information.
Take this into consideration also. The North American platform on Bigo is the strictest platform out of every other region on this app.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, everybody else can do all kind of shit. I've seen a bitch sitting up here doing all kind of shit with a cucumber. All kind of stuff.
Germans and the Africans, they can do anything.
All right, let's not get sidetracked. Not trying to be rude. I want to keep our eyes on the ball here. As far as I mean, here's what I figured out. Right? Go ahead, Red. I see your hand. Go ahead.
So what I was gonna say is, with that, you also got to take into consideration the people who famous and cool have used this platform to bring forth. These ain't just no mediocre type of people. These are heavy hitters on this app.
These
So
are top of the
that
top.
part, let me finish. Let's be clear. These are people who have agencies, meaning they have access to Bigo admins, like people who made this app. So they're watching, like, how dare he come at me? Do he know who the hell I am? Even though who the hell you are ain't shit on this app, you are somebody. So you don't know who they got watching. So that's what I'm getting at. But don't stop, y'all. Like, don't stop. Because you can't, like, your time is up, my guy. Your time is up, my boy. Your time is up, my girl. Like, y'all gonna be off this app. Give a fuck how you shadow ban. Like, you not gonna stop the truth. Because the truth will always prevail. And you down, both of y'all down bad as fuck. And y'all over with. Like,